Hey, what's up guys? Apple just released their iPhone 12 lineup. This is the iPhone 12 that starts at $800 in the US and it comes with 64 gigs of memory capacity. This specific one I upgraded to the 128 gig memory capacity, which was $50 more. So now we're at $850 for the iPhone 12. This is the iPhone 12 Pro, which retails for $1,000 in the US, and this one already comes with 128 gigs. So I want to do a comparison between these two. Obviously, base prices, this is costing $200 more, but to get the same memory capacity, this is $150 more. So I want to answer the question, is it worth getting the Pro versus the regular one? So starting off with the unboxing, I've actually already unboxed the iPhone 12 Pro yesterday and I've been playing with it for a full day. And it comes with the lightning cable to a USB-C. It does not come with a charging adapter, the Powerwall adapter. So I bought two different ones from Amazon, and this is the RAV Power one. It comes with USB-C and it comes with the USB-A. This one's capable of charging 18 watts with the USB-C and 12 watts with the USB-A. So it's just nice that I can charge something else while I'm charging the iPhone at the same time. And this is the other charger that I also bought from Amazon by Aki. This is the faster one, so this one can actually charge up to 30 watts with the USB-C connection. And for something else, you could charge 12 watts. Or you can even, if you have a USB-A to Lightning, you can also charge the iPhone from this port as well. But these are, I'll put links in the description below for these. I bought these on sale on Prime Day, but they're still fairly inexpensive. But the iPhone 12 obviously doesn't come with a charger, so if you don't have one or you don't have a lightning cable around, then you know that's something that you probably need. This is the SIM card remover, so the SIM card is obviously on the side. So this is basically, you just push that and then it pops off, and then you can actually take it out, and that's where you put your SIM card, and then you basically put it back in. And so it'll detect it and everything, and put this down for a second, and yeah, you get an Apple sticker and just like, so very minimalistic, nothing else here. Super minimalistic box, and this helps with the shipping cost, and it's greener for the planet in terms of a lot of things. But I do have like a few complaints about this. So with the iPhone 12, I wish, and I understand like a lot of people have the lightning cable, but I have a lot of products that have USB-C. I wish they would just use USB-C, because I wouldn't even need to buy a charger. I wouldn't need to buy anything. I have a lot of USB-C cables lying around, and I have one for I have a Pixel 4 XL which uses USB-C. The iPhone 12 Pro also uses USB-C. The new iPad Air uses USB-C. Their MacBooks use USB-C. A lot of products, my GoPro uses USB-C, my cameras use USB-C, my Nintendo Switch uses USB-C. So a lot of products use USB-C, and it's a standard. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. So once you put your pin in, and then obviously has Face ID, so now if I open it up, it sees my face and it works. And it works really well at night as well. And you could kind of see, like, I've already uninstalled a few things that it came with because I just don't use it. And I installed a whole bunch of Google stuff because I'm in the Google ecosystem. And one of the other questions that I'm going to try to answer in a different video is it worth going from Android to iOS? And can you do a lot of things? Because in the past, these things were pretty limited. You kind of had to be in the Apple ecosystem to use this. But now with all these new apps and everything, and you know, even a few years back they didn't have Google Maps, but I mean they do now, obviously. They even have the Google Assistant that you could get on this. So yeah, I want to see if I can transition to iPhone, but I also ordered the Pixel 5 as well, so I'm going to do a comparison between the two. But getting back to Apple style, I mean, it's very smooth, very fast. The battery came almost fully charged. I've been using it for a while, and it's been like over a full day, and I still have some left. And the cool thing is you could see I actually also have 5G here. So I'm actually going to do some tests. I'm going to do a test between this and my Pixel 4 XL, which is just LTE. And yeah, so let's open up the iPhone 12 and we'll do some speed tests and everything. And essentially, the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro are very, very similar to each other. They have the same exact screen, same exact everything. So let's open up the iPhone 12. So even this part comes out so nicely. It's just stickered on. So nothing there. So this is the black colored version, which honestly, I guess it almost looks super navy blue under the light, but yeah, that's interesting. It doesn't look super black. The sides look more black than the back. So let's open this. Takes this off. That's such a nice feeling. This is such a nice paper thing. Such a nice feeling. So same type of deal. So exactly the same size. I already put a screen protector on my iPhone, but it's exactly the same size, same exact dimensions. Everything's the exact same. In fact, if you get a case for one of them, and actually let's use this case. So if you get a case for one of them, it actually fits on both. It's the same exact size, literally exactly the same. So if I take out the same exact case and put it here, and this is a case I just bought from Amazon. I didn't buy it from the iPhone store. I just wanted like a $10-15 case, and this feels really nice. So it's exactly the same size case. It's exactly the same screen. So a lot of things are very, very, very similar, and I'll put a link in the description below for the Apple, because the Apple Store gives you all the comparisons and stuff. But oh, and just getting on with the box, obviously same exact thing. So USB-C to Lightning, and the same type of the SIM card remover here, and obviously the SIM card is in the same exact spot. So you just push that, and then you're good to go. So starting off with the obvious different, well, let's just say some of the same, the processor is the same, the screen is the same, they both have 5G, they're both very capable, a lot of things are very, very similar. So let's get to the differences. So obviously this has 2 cameras and this has 3. This one has an additional camera, which is the telephoto lens, which helps with zooming in. So it gives you, the Pro gives you better optical zoom, so it gives you like 4x of optical zoom range. And this one, they both take really good pictures and everything, but this one, it should give you a little bit better zoomed in shots, and the digital zoom of this is 10x, I believe, and this one is 5x. So, but you always want optical zoom, you never really want digital zoom. And yeah, so this one already started, so we're already on 5G here. So essentially, you could do a lot of things with these. And the other difference is that you notice here, I think this is where the LiDAR scanner is. So this one also has a LiDAR scanner where this does not. So what is the LiDAR scanner and what's it used for? Well, this helps with night mode. So it helps determine the differences between someone in front of a picture or someone behind, or objects in front, objects behind, and all of that translates to better night mode pictures. So in fact, this actually has night mode portraits, and I tested it, and it's actually really, really good. When you take the picture, you just have to hold it for a few seconds. It says hold still, and then it takes the picture and stuff. So bottom line comes to, is it worth getting one over the other? And the simplest answer I could tell you is, do you like taking lots of pictures, and do you like taking lots of pictures at night? If you do, get the Pro. If you're not taking that many pictures, or if you're just taking pictures during the day, or if you're not zooming in like crazy, then just get the 12, because it literally has exactly the same stuff as the Pro does, and obviously same exact memory capacity. So there's a price difference of $150, so is it worth that? Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, this is a stainless steel, and this is aluminum. And obviously the color differences are there. This comes in a different set of colors, and the iPhone 12 Pro comes in a different set of colors. So if you like a particular color, then that might be reason enough as well. But in terms of capacity, everything is exactly the same. So now let's do a speed comparison between, let's actually just go to, sure, let's go to speedtest.net. And I'll grab my speed test. Dude, I can't spell. Okay, so let's do it with this speed test. So that one I got 57 down, almost 57. So this is 5G and this is LTE. Isn't that funny? This is actually getting faster than this. So this one, let's try one more time. Let's try it at the same exact time. So I've actually been playing with them a lot, and on average this does better, especially at night. This one goes pretty fast, actually very fast. And yeah, so it's a little bit beating it here, but I mean not by much. Now let's just do Google speed test. Let's do the same thing with So I'm on T-Mobile, if you guys are wondering. I should have mentioned that. Isn't that funny that it's actually faster on LTE now than on 5G? So this happens, but on average 5G is faster. It should be interesting to probably Android users, or if you're not used to the new one. But essentially, if you swipe up from the left or the middle, you get your notifications. Same type of deal here. If you swipe, I should say swipe down from the top left or the top middle. If you swipe down from the top right, you get your shortcut buttons. Very similar to on an Android phone, when you swipe from anywhere from the top, when you swipe down, that's where you get it from. So if you want to add, these are basically shortcuts and stuff. So if I want to do my screen record, I just do this and then it starts recording my screen. So whatever's showing up is being recorded right now. Anyways, if you want to add or remove buttons here, all you have to do is go to settings, and once you're in settings, go to control center, and you can add and remove stuff. So if I want to add my alarm there, I just press the plus on the alarm, I go back, I swipe down. Well, guess what? Now my alarm is there. So that's how you add stuff there. So that's pretty useful. And now let's go over what these side buttons do. So obviously this is your silent mode. That's been around for a long time. Volume up, volume down. If you want to take a screenshot, you just hold the volume up and this side button for a quick second. Let go, does a screenshot. And then you click that or whatever. I'm gonna delete my screenshot. And then you could, this is how, I didn't know how to turn off the phone initially. So I was holding this, when you hold it, Siri comes up. And then, which is cool, but it's like, I'm trying to turn off my phone. So the way you turn off your phone is you basically hold these two, the volume up and the power button. I believe it also works with the volume down and the power button. So if you hold these two buttons, yeah, it works the same way, and then you slide to power off. So that's how it works. And to power on the phone, you just basically hold this side button, which I thought was the power button, but I guess it's called the side button. And then once you hold that, it should turn on. So on an Android phone, it's a little different, because when I hold this, my credit cards will pop up if it's unlocked and everything, but then I could power off from here. And if I want my Google Assistant, all I have to do is just squeeze the phone. When I squeeze the phone, then Google Assistant comes up and you could see it recognizing my voice. And it's very, very good at that. See? But seeing as how you could get and when you first open the phone, when you first turn it on, you have to type in the PIN. After a while, then Face ID works. So now if I put the phone to sleep just by tapping it once and then tapping it once again, if I point it to my face, you can see the little unlock button, then I swipe up and then boom, it's good to go. So those are the basic things, and obviously if you want apps, go to the App Store. If you want Google Maps, get it from there. If you want any apps, get it from there. And another thing to note, Apple TV Plus, if you buy a new iPhone, apparently you get a free year of Apple TV Plus, and then it's $5 a month afterwards. But if you get that, you could try Apple TV Plus for a year. And they have a few other things where you get, I think, with the music, you get it for free for like 3 months or so. So you get a few things to try for a few months, but Apple TV was the most notable one that I saw. I also put this in zoomed view so you guys could see the difference, because when you're first installing it, it tells you like, hey, do you want standard view or zoomed view? This is basically the size difference, so you can obviously have, that's just an option. So this could show standard view or zoomed view. So this is in zoomed view just so you guys could see the difference in size. And this is the app library. This is kind of like a collection of stuff that it automatically puts apps in certain categories and stuff. So now that, again, they're all super similar to each other, so we're going to do a speed test between the two. They basically should get the same because they have the same 5G connection. So I already went to Google, so now we're going to do a speed test. I never really understood this, but I feel like this is why speed tests are unreliable. Because sometimes you do a speed test, it's fast, other times it's slow. It's probably also because they're directly next to each other and you're doing a speed test. But look, the upload looks the same, but the download, this is much slower. So this is the Pro and this is the 12, obviously. Let's test it again. Okay, like nothing changed essentially in terms of me doing anything, and now they're both pretty much getting the same speed. So with speed tests, I typically like to do speed tests on a number of different ways, on a number of different sites, and that's what I typically do. So okay, so now they were pretty similar to each other. Again, I would expect the same thing. Time for a sound test. So I have the iPhone 12, the 12 Pro, and I have last year's Pixel 4 XL just as a frame of reference. I'm going to play some copyright-free music. We're starting off with all of them volume max, starting off with the 12. Okay, so the 12 and the 12 Pro sound exactly the same. They're both clean sound, nothing amazing, but what you would expect from a cell phone. Obviously not much bass, but again, what you would expect from a cell phone. So it's nice, clean sound in a very, very small package. The Pixel 4 XL is definitely louder. I could easily tell the difference between the two. I cannot tell the difference between the 12 and the 12 Pro. They sound exactly the same. specs wise they're probably exactly the same. But the Pixel 4 XL does sound a little bit louder than the others. And I took them out of the cases just in case the case was causing any sort of, sound blockage or anything like that. In summary, they're both really good phones, very smooth, a lot of the same specs. I feel like the iPhone 12 is a better deal, but if you like taking a lot of low light pictures, if you like zooming in and stuff, if really pictures are a main thing with your phone, then I'd stick with the iPhone 12 Pro. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all my current subscribers.